Dr. Adams, how has the COVID response reflected on our public health system?
How has the COVID response reflected on our public health system? Poorly.
This is truly an unprecedented situation.
What it's done is it's put a mirror up to our public health system. It's allowed us to see the problems that exist at its roots. We literally have had to build public health systems from scratch in many communities to respond to COVID, in order to be able to make testing available, in order to vaccinate people. These are things that should have been done a long time ago.
Testing had a very slow start, as you know, in the United States, and I called all the experts from the Commission Corps, many of whom were over at the Diamond Princess or in Wuhan, who had been testing everyone. Brought in a bunch of logistics people, environmental health officer people, had some people from FEMA, and we basically camped out in my office for 48 hours to develop a national plan for drive-through testing. There were only 10 drive-through testing sites throughout the country. By the end of the weekend, we had a plan for 41, starting from scratch. And those first 41 sites, which were implemented within 10 days, all around the country, were all run by Commission Corps officers. And then, of course, that turned into thousands and thousands of sites, but you needed a model, and the Commission Corps made that model happen.
It was the largest deployment tempo and overall volume that we've experienced in the entire history of the Commission Corps. And one of the key learnings from that is that we need to be able to deploy our officers in even greater numbers. If there's a crisis in the future, we need to be able to deploy them even faster than usual.
When we showed up at Joint Base San Antonio to repatriate people from Wuhan, they had no idea who we were, but they were damn glad to see us, because these Army, Marine, Air Force, they'd charge a hill with RPGs and bombs and everything else, but they don't want to get close to a person with an unknown infectious disease. That's what we do.
The truth is that prior to the pandemic, there were calls to decrease and get rid of the Corps. And in the midst of the pandemic, the call was, why aren't you there? We need more of you. Well, you can't just automatically build up an army. You need to invest in it over time.